I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
So, I'd like to go back to, well, we are playing Human Revolution. I had a quick speed run to get up to this point, and now we're going to do what we're supposed to be doing from the beginning. I like how they lit all these paint cans on fire. Like, why? Who are you? Who do you hope to really inconvenience with that steer? So tell me, like, well, you've been streaming a lot lately. Why aren't you streaming this? There's a very simple reason, and I could sum it up in 2 words. My net is butt. And if my net is butt, it's kind of hard to do streams. So I thought, you know what? Frick it until my net decides to clean up its act a little bit. To have a look-see.
Getting too close to any guard is a risk. You're better off staying far away from them. Learn their patrols and time your moves accordingly. If you can avoid it, it's generally better not to engage them. Sure, a lone target may be tempting, but you never know. Backup might be right around the corner. If you have no other choice, try taking out your targets silently by moving up behind them and tapping the takedown button to put them to sleep. Killing them is a more permanent solution, but also involves making more noise. To do it, simply hold the takedown button. Whether you kill or stun, all takedowns burn up energy. If your energy bar is empty, you will not be able to use your augmentations. You can, however, replenish your energy cells through the consumption of nutrients. Regardless, don't leave bodies lying out in the open. If they are found, an alarm will be called in. So grab them and drag them out of the way.
Tip, never, why?
Yeah, everything seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign of anyone.
What just happened? Can I get a reload? Can I get a fucking reload? What just happened? Did I get, what? Like, I had a pretty good crosshair on that guy, and that's how crosshairs work.
Yeah, everything seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign of anyone.
What just happened? Oh wait, does he not go down immediately? Is that it? Okay, let's start this again. Oh, what's the, okay. F8. I'm gonna change that. Because F8 is not a reload button. It's either F6 or F9. It's F6 if you're one of those weird games that thinks, oh, it's smart. Because why the fuck would you make it F8? Why F8? Come on. Activate Typhoon! Activate Cloak. Ooh. They're going for the old. Those are... I can't change that? Really? Well, fine then.
Seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign of anyone.
Okay, so I missed him. This gun clearly has no accuracy then. Okay, it's a one-click deal. I do not like that this guy has a way too floppy leg. See what you got to say about stealth.
Hinges on sight and sound. Crouching down will assure you are making the least amount of noise possible.
Why not crawl?
Line of sight is important, and by keeping behind cover, you'll stand a better chance that enemies won't detect you. Avoid jumping and sprinting, as it will certainly give away your position.
I like how he turns around like a derp. He's like, I'm guarding. I'll take my moments. We got a whole bunch of goons. Ooh. Sneaky, sneaky. I'm not gonna go over there. I like the explorer route. Should be able to make that. What the hell, Jensen? How can we just experience... Like how we experienced random gravity. That happens sometimes in these games. The collision engine has several varieties of gravity. One of which I like to call supergravity, which activates usually when it thinks you're on the ground and you're falling down. It stops the gravity that usually it doesn't add an impulse. Like an impulse in most engines is like you give it a little push, and that's what jumping usually is. It's just to give something a little push. But when you fall immediately, it feels like you're just suddenly heavy as a brick because the game just decides to pull the carpet out from under you. Oh, those are the guys. What? Are you fucking shitting me? They're right up there? That's just weird. A silent sniper rifle. Oh, yeah.
Richard, I'm in.
Nicely done, Jensen. May I ask how?
A vent on the roof. It'll be in my report next time we discuss security loopholes.
Oh, goody. I'll be sure to take notes. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
Supposed to know what I'm looking for. Shit. I don't even know what any of this stuff means.
I need a hiding spot. I need some place to dump these guys. Then I can start picking them off one by one.
We gotta find something before the cops bust in.
Johnson! Yeah, I figured he would. Like he's gonna look over here in a moment. Oh man, the air. I can cut the tension. I like how there's a little plus minus symbol next to your... Should have figured he was looking at the door. Should have figured he was looking at the door. If he decides to get frisky. All I have is that sniper. He's gonna find the corpse, isn't he?
Oh, give me a second.
Oh, he woke the guy up. Fuck! Fuck, fuck, fuck. Going back. Well. Oh, was it... Oh, fuck, it was a while. Oh, no. No, I need to fire him immediately. I need to shoot immediately. Also, why does it go to cancel? I'm quick loading. This button is not somewhere I'm gonna press accidentally. I like I'm getting all this ammo. Let me actually check something I'm interested in. This I don't like. The original game, Deus Ex for the the one from 2000, actually had it so that ammo went in its own little pocket, and I think that works very well because it removes the necessity for inventory-related shenanigans. Okay. If I can get over there, I'll have a really good way to get around. Fuck.
Anybody seen D-Rag? Probably smoking a cigarette with his wife. Shouldn't be wandering off like that. Zeke wants us all on full alert. What for? The popos ain't coming in here. Not while we's holding all the cards.
No shit. You see Zeke when that hand's another sneaked us? Never see no one twitch that fast. He's gonna get us out of this.
Not if those popos catch us blazing. So split up. Fucking blue boys, go ahead. Just try something.
Oh my god, I am just tense on literally every possible angle. Oh man, I'm just, ooh. Like, this is just nerve-wracking to me. I can't do this. It's just way too tight. Like, in the original, like, I go combat. Like, there's so much benefit to using a laser. Like, the laser immediately makes it too heavy. Something behind it, isn't there? Sure as all look like it. I like I'm just stealing employee supplies. I also don't like this gun has only one bullet in it, so you can't reload it. I like reloads, they're fun. This is awesome. God fucking damn it. I'm way too tense for this right now. Oh. I want to get up there. I want to see what's up there. There's a vent. Vents are goodies. Goodies I want. This guy might be a problem. Like, he's not in a good angle. I need to wait for him to turn around. Then I can snipe him. Make sure I got a little bit of distance. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I wonder what the stun pistol is like. I assume the stun pistol is more combat oriented considering how it's set up. I have a gun in case things get a little bit hazy. I do like that I have a couple of bullets. Just enough that if I can land a couple of clean shots, I'll be able to make short work of the situation, but it ends there. Yeah, pro energy bar. I'm going to try to melee this guy. Oh, wait, no! Oh, it was tap! It was tap! Fuck, fuck, fuck. It was tap. I completely... Oh, man! It was fucking tap. This is not a knockout blow. This is breaking someone's arm, Jensen. No, I can't make it, but I can get up here. It's an interesting vantage point. Concussion grenade. I want to see what that's about. I like how that's a thing, by the way, that if you knock over a trash can, it makes a bunch of noise. Did I just get all my energy back? Okay. Another decent place for hiding. And, if I'm correct, a vent, which you probably could take if you find the Explorer route.
Jensen, I just tried to unlock the assembly lab door, but my override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocols.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
Oh. Time to get over there.
Access granted.
So, hacking is a bit of a wishy-wash of things, if you ask me, but whatever. New location, new people.
Jesus Christ, you killed him, man.
He asked for it. Kept calling me a biggie.
No way, no way. I am not going to prison for this.
Hate to tell you this, Trev, but once that bomb goes off, this guy won't be the last skin.
Let's take a look. I want to see something, like what those concussion grenades really do. Examine. So, oh man. Oh yeah, in the other game you had like gas grenades that did pretty much the same thing. What does booze do? Whoa!
Fine. Shut up, J-Ro. Trevor, you gotta calm down. Help me find something to cover him up with.
I'm telling you, man, these Hansa lovers deserve what's coming to them. Wait a second. What was that?
Damn, I don't know what to do. Situation's pretty tight. I could take him out quickly, but I don't know. Do I have any, like... I don't know. We haven't gotten any praxis points, which to me is kind of weird. Because you'd expect to have something by now. Hacking stealth. Ooh. Oh, yeah, this one's pretty cool. It says... Oh, fuck yeah. Damn. What? What? I can just explode? Huh? Smart vision. See through walls. See... Why does it say 1 out of 1 if there's 2 nodes? Is it just like the center node doesn't count? These are really cool. I like the cloak. I'm gonna buy the cloaking system though. I need to do something about this. Like there has to be a way to somehow. Like I need to get down there. If I can get down there, then I'll have something to work with. The only problem is I don't know how to get down there. Because the staircases are remarkably exposed. Like, if I go down there, they're going to see me instantly. Or at least one of them is. There's way too much going on here. I could try to take care of that guy. Maybe. One less is one less. This gun has really weird accuracy if it... It's a long range! I said, like, I want a long range and non-lethal weapon. It's like, fine, you get a long range and non-lethal weapon. Picked the wrong moment to make that move. Fuck. Okay, once he moves away, the guy in the central room isn't busy. I could try to shoot him and quickly pick him off. I might have just enough time to get him somewhere where they can't see him. But I need to wait until this thing lines up just right. Like... This isn't good. I need that guy to be away. I need that guy to be... Oh, shit. There's multiple people in the center area. Shit. The door I can access from here, if I time my motions correctly. Otherwise, guess I'm not in the best spot. Let's see if there's anything on the other side.
What was that?
Oh, no, there's a dude. Oh, I didn't think they could see me, or he looked around it. Still, I want to be quiet. I want to be sneaky, and don't like one thing about these games is that usually when you start off, you don't have a lot of tools. It's just like, oh, you got to do it raw, kid. I need to wait until that son of a bitch is somewhere where I can hit him. That guy won't notice, and the rest won't notice. It's going to be a tight timing, but... This makes things a lot easier, because that guy was the closest threat that was in this area. Now, just gotta pick it all together. Okay, so they're all busy searching, trying to extract information, I assume. I wonder if this game does have that, like that this is not technically counted as a wall. I also wonder if I have any augmentation powers at all. I don't think I do have any.
Yo,
Oh,
I saw something moving.
yeah, they can see me through the wall. Okay, good to know, because I didn't... I guess so. Like, I'm thinking in old Deus Ex days when it wasn't exactly uncommon for games to have like glass is solid or glass is completely transparent for all intents and purposes, because it's kind of hard to draw a vision cone and make it go like glass. What is glass? When you think about it, glass is a solid object that is also transparent. Like you can look through glass, but glass still takes up physical space and makes physical space. And when you try to draw vision cones around that aspect, you're dealing with a lot of problems straight away. Oh, that's camera. That's camera. What is my objective right now anyway? Like, what am I moving towards? I assume they're on the other end then. Assembly room.
After guards, security systems will be your prime area of concern, as they will trigger alarms that bring about heightened security. Trying to destroy these devices is a bad idea. Try instead to get around them. By timing your moves properly, you should be able to do so relatively easily.
I kind of like that guards do that. Like, they don't just look, they turn. They turn their body and they're, like, prepared for
If an
something.
alarm does sound, guards will start looking for you. Fortunately, they won't sustain this level of alertness for long. Eventually, they will believe you fled the area, and the alarm level will drop.
Okay, so it's not the end of the world. I have to say, this minimap is probably the biggest blessing this game has so far. Like, this is a somewhat... Like, this is like Dishonored style, but yes. That is significantly more stealthy than anything else we've done so far. Okay, so does it automatically regenerate because it's easy mode, or is that just like a thing it does? Picked up some machine pistol. Oh, I can't pick up the machine pistol. Dash machine pistol. I want space for a fucking stun gun. Because I like how they give you all this, but then I... No stun guns. No, not for you. Revolver. I don't have any revolvers, so I might as well drop that. I assume the machine pistol takes up a bit of space, so let's clean up some inventory. Put this over here. I've got pro energy bars. Oh, you can turn things, can't you? Can you? Okay, you can right-click and you can flip them. Interesting. I have a whiskey. Might as well drink that. Let's fucking go for it. Let's just have some booze. They didn't They didn't tell me it would be this bad. Where Jensen is just like, what the hell is going on in this universe? I can't even make out my own menu anymore. Holy shit, Jensen, you're a... I assume that because of all the electronic parts, he doesn't have as much blood. So, the effects are faster, but they're just faster. Like, if you're full... Like, if you're full of blood... like, the more blood you have, the more you can absorb and impact, which is why body weight is usually, like... Oh, of course, there's also the fact that body weight tends to increase the amount of mass that something has to distribute over. Typically speaking, it's also the fact you have lots of blood vessels. That, like, a lot of blood that needs to flow around for things to get where they need to be. Okay, they're just a first member. Wow. So they're like top chiefs. I like how he tries to reach around. He doesn't try to knee me in the side or something. He's just like, oh, that guy's dead. Why is he has that... Oh, man, Jensen, that's not how you knock someone out, Jensen! God damn it, Jensen! Jensen! Like, why do you do that? Why do you do it like that? Like, you're flipping him. You're not disabling the poor man, you're literally flipping him upside down, and his life got turned upside down. Oh, something like that. I need to go take a pee. So, Oh, this is the training area. Oh yeah, this isn't a stream, so I can just do this. This is clearly where I'm supposed to go. I don't know if I like these automatic doors, though. Do I have, like, a map of the place? Oh, I forgot about this. I have a map. This... Huh? Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go for the mission? Up here is just a room, it seems.
Automated dispersal device armed.
Hurry!
Get us out of here!
Oh, just stand there!
Where's the bomb squad? Hurry!
Do something!
Oh, just stand there!
Where's the bomb squad?
Access granted. Automated dispersal device deactivated.
Holy shit!
Countdown terminated.
Woo!
Pritchard, get word to Seraph. I found the hostages.
I'm relaying good news, I hope.
They're safe, and they're staying put. SWAT will have to exfil them as soon as I've got the prototype.
I'll tell Sarif, but don't take too long.
Listen up. I need you all to stay calm, keep your voices down, and wait here for SWAT. The plant's not clear yet.
Not clear, but those terrorists, they've got my wife.
Your wife?
She's the manager here. Josie Thorpe. They said they needed her to open the administration building. They were looking for evidence of some kind. Please, I haven't seen her since. You have to find her.
I'll do my best. But right now, I need you all to stay here and wait for the police. Can you do that?
Yes, of course. But please, hurry.
You said they were looking for evidence? What kind of evidence?
I don't know. They're purists. They think the body is sacred and shouldn't be tampered with. They probably want something that will implicate us in moral wrongdoings.
Did they know about the typhoon?
It's a top secret contract. How could they? And we only moved it in a few hours ago. Please,
I don't think they expected anyone would be working today. And now that they're backed into a corner, you have to find my wife, please.
That was too close. They were going to kill us.
I didn't know that I was that close on the limit, but I guess that's a little kudos moon for me! I love little kudos moons. They're so bright and so happy. Where the hell is this going? I assume this is just like you want to make it fast. Oh, we're up here. How the fuck would you get up here? Ah, if only I'd moved the crate, I would have been awesome. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's get to the job. I wonder if the security camera triggers on corpses. It probably does, so I'm gonna have to time this with that guy and with the security camera. I also think the takedowns appear to shut down. You can see a little dart in his butt. He's got a dart in his butt. This camera does not have the angle it needs. I hope you're going to write about that in your journal, Jensen. Jensen, I know people are heavy, but can you actually break these? Let me actually give it a shot. This is important. Okay, you can totally just shoot them. In Deus Ex, the original from 2000, you can't just shoot a camera. They are very, very sturdy, and it is significantly more difficult to do things. So the sniper, is it also loaded? It's all the bullets I got. Great. Oh, that's pressurized air. That's what. Okay, that explains a lot.
Someone, who's that?
What? I like how there's just dudes in here and it didn't show them on my map RAR. Oh, okay. Reticle is an indicator. Okay, there they are. They popped in quite late.
Keep it down, man. No one's taking anyone hostage.
So why do we lock them workers up in assembly room 1? To make them feel comfy?
Don't get smart. Let's just wait for Zeke's orders.
All I'm saying is I ain't trying to shoot up anyone who ain't aiming at me. You hear?
What the hell are the emotions?
Sarah hiding something? For tonight, this is Alive at the Stand reporting to you live from Piper. Back off that breaking news coming out of Detroit. Police are still not saying much about the situation, but sources tell me that a militant group of pro-human activists have raided a Seraph Industries plant. Factory workers have been taken hostage, and the entire city holds its collective breath. I doubt I need to remind you folks that this is the second time the biotech...
Oh, Detroit! I remember. Detroit's like was like a city that built a lot of automotives.
on the east.
Script Kitty! Oh, that's sweet. Script Kitties, by the way, are people that just download a bunch of code and then use it, and they're like, I'm a hacker because I used a bunch of code that I found online.
I don't know about the hacker, dude. He seems off.
Yeah, it feels weird leaving him there alone. Like, what's he looking for?
Proof that these fuckers are lying to us, I guess. Just like Zeke said.
I hope Zeke knows what he's doing.
Me too, man. Me too.
So there's a guy with a really big gun around here. That's not a small gun. There might be another vent over there like there was in the previous room. They're searching around mostly.
I knew someone was here.
Okay, no, that doesn't work. I was thinking that since he was reading, he would notice, because you're reading, if you're looking at something or reading, usually you don't have the peripheral vision to see something across the book. You don't have to use a fucking e-reader. Oh, he's just looking at his little scan pad. He's like, hey, I'm using my scan pad. Oh, so that's nothing. God, they got some good... I'm noticing, though, that the left side seems to be significantly less secure. Getting up on the left. Okay, yeah. It's kind of odd, you know? Like, you think they wouldn't. They would have done it in Deus Ex. They probably would have, even though that's like a whole step ahead. They would have done it, because so far Deus Ex has tried to be like, okay, you can just keep all the ammo you want, but your aim is shit. You are a shit gunman. That guy's gonna be a... Nope. It's over here. Just a giant... Really? Oh, well, there's a balcony over here. Mm-hmm.
What? Shit.
Yeah. That's the thing I don't necessarily agree with, is... Man, it's kind of hard to say. When you sting around corners in games like these, you always have to make that decision. Are you going to make it so that people can see you when you're trying to get out of cover or not? And it's a tough call to make. I think I'm stuck here, actually. This is not an easy place to worm my way out of. Like, they're all moving on my location right now. Always remember the past. No chances. Can I take people into vents? There's a question I need an answer to, 'cause I'm about to do it. What the fuck are these supplies? Like, I understand you want to have some security, but there's a random frag grenade in there. Put a pistol. Like, if someone random has to pick up a fucking gun and fire at someone, don't give him a frag grenade! That's mad beans, yo! Could have taken that one guy. But the time just wasn't right. $78 minutes. 48 minutes. What the hell did I think? 70. Praxis kit. Sweet. Let's see. There was a guy that told me, like, oh, you want to get the cloak, but I think it also mentioned you want to get something else first. Commentary locate. Oh. Oh my fucking god. I had to turn this on. God, if you just... Yes, I bought the director's cut edition because I wanted the commentary! God damn it. Oh, these are pretty long, actually. Yeah, the bathroom joke is a joke to the original ESX. Are they going to mention the... Nope, they didn't bring up the code, which was also a reference. Wow, it actually is a pretty good map. But that's not what I wanted. New player tips. Everything you need to know. Hack and capture all the way. Just start with the base. Okay. Like, I want to get the other one.
In order to unlock new abilities or augmentations, you must first gain experience in the form of XP points. You will receive these points when completing main objectives, side quests,
The hell's with this
or
field view?
special bonuses, like completing a mission without being detected. Once you've accumulated enough XP points, you will receive a Praxis point. These points are used to unlock upgrades to existing augmentations, and to unlock entirely new augmentations. Praxis kits, which can be found through exploration or purchased in limb clinics, will also give you instant Praxis points. To unlock an augmentation or upgrade,
Okay, so
simply
there are
select it
costs
in
tied
the
in.
augmentation screen, check the cost, and, if you have enough Praxis points, activate it.
Oh, diddly K. What I want... Okay! So that's... Okay. Okay, it said hacking. Did it say hacking fortify? Oh, that's not the node. Hacking capture. Extra energy cells, come guards. No.
Some of the obstacles that can be circumvented by hacking include turrets, cameras, and robots. All you need to do is find a security hub controlling these obstacles and hack it. Capture and fortify programs are your main hacking tools. You can upgrade their ratings via hacking augmentations. A node's rating affects the speed at which the network can process it. Therefore, higher rated nodes will slow the network down. You can slow it down further by fortifying nodes, which will increase their effective rating. You can also use a slow worm to stop the trace process entirely for a few seconds. Finally, to prevent detection when taking over nodes, you can use the nuke virus, which gives you a 0% detection chance. The nuke and stop programs are expendable viruses. Their supplies are limited, so use them wisely. A counter in the top right corner of the screen helps you keep track of them. When hacking, there are 3 types of nodes to capture. Directories are meaningless data holders. They serve no purpose other than to allow you to travel to your destination.
Yeah.
APIs are system functions that can be used against the network.
That's not how
they
APIs
can slow
work,
it down
sure.
by spamming it, or they can lower node ratings to make them easier for you to capture. Data stores contain valuable information that can result in money, programs, or even experience points. Any reward you find on the system will only be yours if you succeed in hacking it. Otherwise, rewards cannot be downloaded and will remain on the system. Aside from cameras and doors, you will not be able to shut down any security device until you get the right augmentation upgrade.
Okie-doke! How did I... Oh, I missed it.
So now we're facing one of the air vents of the game. Actually, the air
One of
vents...
the biggest...
cleanest air vents in the history of games.
Yeah, the air vents are definitely the cleanest air vents in the history of games. That's true. And also, this was probably one of the biggest challenges...
With the lockers.
With the lockers of the entire game of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Like, you would think it would be like AI or hacking or how to make like a story as complex as the one that Mary pulled off or whatever, but no.
The air vents.
It was the air vents doors.
And they had to be perfect because they're all over the place.
All over the place. The thing is that when you design something like that, and there's a door that needs to open, and you want to make sure that, and especially the air vents, because we would hide them so much, like put crates in front of them or put all sorts of crap in front of them. The way that they open, you want to make sure that it's not going to obstruct these things or obstruct AI or whatever. But at the same time, wanting it to open in a fairly credible way, you know. So we had them that would kind of slide in a spaceship way, like on the side, like, you know, like, which was like, nah, you know, whatever. And eventually, what happened is our lead, Philippe Desrosiers, our lead modeler, which is also has studied engineering and drafting, design, and all sorts of things like that. So he's really competent with mechanisms and figuring out how things work. And it might seem very simple when you look at it in the game, and it's like, yeah, this is what, you know, should have been done from the beginning, but it's not always that easy and that obvious. But he ended up thinking about just these hinges that are just kind of pushing the hatch forward and then bringing it upward, and it was that simple.
And that's the final solution. But when you look at how it was made in games before that, like it just opens in a very like kind of like a door, but a trap door.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we could have done that, but we had physical objects. You have the characters, and you always have to think,
AI.
Exactly. You always have to think about if the player's going to get stuck, if it's going to damage the experience and whatnot. And sometimes trivial things become really important.
I like this. I like developer commentary because it tells you like this is just how annoying this is to do.
Things that we need.
And I remember when
figured there would be one.
Made that thing, like how happy I was just for a freaking hatch.
We were all happy.
We were just like, oh my god, this is insane. It's like we almost like went out for a beer or something, you know.
Okay, just keep blurring.
Here we're close to the turret, which is one of the robotic enemy that we have in the game.
It's the first time we see it in the game as well.
Yeah, I think
we
so.
see one that's broken before in
But
that level, but that's the first real
one,
working one, yeah.
And one of the things we always said is...
How many do I carry anyway in these pockets, like the stun darts? 20.
We
That's a lot.
wanted to build a world that it's systemic, where all the systems can interact with each other in a very natural way. And one day, I remember, I was like taking the trash can and throwing it at the turret.
You didn't even know if it would work, I remember.
No, I was
sure.
trying, and some people like you were like, "What are you trying?" I'm just trying to check if what we
picking up the trash can, throwing it on it, pick it up again, throwing it on it.
And some people next to me, they were like, "Oh, you're losing your time. It's never going to blow."
And the trash can probably does like 0.001 point of damage, you know.
And I continued doing it,
like 30 minutes,
and then boom, it exploded.
So now you know you can kill a gun turret with a trash can.
I do like that it turns around completely. That's interesting. Now we know that they can hide things under boxes. Let's make sure that we pick up boxes. I wonder if you can throw a box at someone and they're like, "No, I've been hit by a box. That sucks."
Here, another cutscene where Jensen's going to interact with a potential enemy, and I remember having discussion with Jesse Sweet, our cinematic director, back in the day, because the constraint I gave him is that I didn't want Jensen in any cutscene with a gun, because we don't know what the player's going to have.
Oh, that's so clever to think about.
For me, it was really important that the cutscenes were keeping the character that you were building consistent with when we were going into those moments. So for him, it was a real challenge to still have Jensen look badass, and then but not using a gun. And that's why in this one we see with the hacker is that Jensen pulls out his blade from his arm. So it was a way to compensate for the lack of gun.
Wow! This is how you make a good game. You think about this kind of stuff.
Adam, it's David. You got the Typhoon?
Yeah, but you were right about their...
Sniper rifle ammo. I need that. I don't care about your revolver ocelot ammo.
More behind this, because I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him. We'll need an expert to recover his neural hub, in case it's booby-trapped.
Copy that. What about Sanders?
SWAT's pressure me to let them off the leash. Find them before they do, and deal with them.
Holy shit, this guy had a lot of stuff on him. I can't get a cyber boost pack. An hour in. We're still not there yet. God damn it, Jensen! I just imagine that Jensen has the angriest boss, who like constantly just takes shits on him.
So here in manufacturing plant, we get close to the bridge where we have the police forces that are fighting the Purity First.
They're storming the plant.
Terrorists, they are storming the plant. And I wanted so badly to have this piece of show don't tell where now that the police are pressuring in the facility and everything, but with playtest we saw that most players never really saw what was happening. Like it was too
it was under their feet.
Exactly.
So a lot of ideas during level design itself. We wanted to have windows. We wanted to show how do we showcase this type of event, but this event was only on paper, so it was very hard to actually make sure that every single player was seeing it, and the whole AI versus AI came very late, right, Pat?
Yeah, like the AI programmer will probably have a different story to that, but you needed to have a faction system when you need to turn like enemies or NPC, they were neutral and they have to know who they are neutral to and who they can attack. So by having like Jensen like taking control of a turret and say this turret now attacks the enemy has to know who is now like used to be his friend. The turret was a friend, now it becomes an enemy. So we had
Sounds
that
like
as a
Facebook.
Yeah, so we had that system, and that's the beauty with Deus Ex, where we built systemic features, and then the AI could fight against each other, even if we didn't put too much love. I think it came like at a cost, like of a low cost, but the production might not be impressive, like we wish, like you wish.
One of the constraints as well is that we didn't want to have the player interact with those guys. We really wanted to have AI versus AI and leave them independent. So just because of that, we had to make sure the player was enclosed in a very safe environment. Thus, the infamous corridor with the glass
with the glass floor that no woman is ever going to want to walk over.
These guys know what's up. Did I pick up another fucking beer? Because it's still in my quick bar. I want that out of there. I was gonna be careful with corpses. Fun fact, actually dropping someone down the stairs is probably going to kill them if they're unconscious. Jesus Christ, this mission's long. Like, they really put in some work. One thing I never like about crouching and the whole slow-moving thing is that it often puts such a...
Scrutinize the company's research. With those hearings permanently on hold, many are now wondering if something else may be going on. Is David Seraph hiding something? For tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Picus. Back now to that breaking news coming out of Detroit. Police are still not saying much about the situation, but sources tell me that a militant group of pro-human activists have raided a Seraph Industries plant. Factory workers have been taken hostage, and the entire city...
So I don't like this thing doesn't reload, because I always love like getting out of a thing and then going reload. There's just something like de-stressing about reloading a weapon.
I ain't sure, but I think I heard something.
I like how he turns around, is currently in the room. Like, I understand that probably at some point we're going to be like, oh, the takedown system was kind of funky. When like, thinking about it, it was kind of a funky solution to a very complicated problem. Like, how do you... Like, how do you How do you systemize the fact that someone has to do some relatively complicated interactions? Fun fact, if you shoot someone in the arm with a dart, they're probably going to notice! Darts, small as they may be, are still, they're still darts. They're still going to hurt someone. So many computers. Should I hack them? Is there a reason not to? I don't like that it doesn't mark them. It should put like a little markation. This is whose computer this is. Just so you know. Dude, if you ever say, but I digress like that, you're probably not in the good guy team, because that is not a thing usually said by good guys. But I digress about the fact that I'm just totally serious. Credit chip. Picking up the money. I don't know what to say about that. Like the fact that you just pick up a can, you're just like, this is my money now. Ooh, more Why are there tranquilizer darts in this guy's desk? Who the fuck is this guy, and why does he need live ammo on his desk? Does he have any idea how dangerous that is? Shit's dangerous, man. I like how the screen pops out when you do that.
Access granted.
And money! Wow, there's just a whole bunch of track darts around here that very much concerns me. Like, again, what the fuck do you need this live ammo for?
Access granted.
Money. Read this in your own time. Like I said, I'm not here to hold your fucking hand. Hack it! I hope someone sent someone else their password data, because that's fucking stupid. He's gonna get spankety-spanketied.
Access granted.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hacking every computer in the house. I hope no one's upset. We are in a bad spot if this is the situation we're dealing with.
Access granted.
Get out of there. I assume that's a clue for like, oh, there's some shit in the garbage bin. Man, like if someone's like bored by this, do understand that this isn't a stream, and I don't care. Nah, that's rude. Shit's getting rougher.
Access granted.
Take that, computer. Is that it? Is that all the computers? Because I would love to just get going. He shows up with a report. He's like, I hacked every computer in that office. Like, what the fuck have you been doing, man? Oh. Ooh. No, come on!
Access granted.
Oh. Final one. I hope. And this is not. I hope this. I don't know if this is going to show up in good or bad on my performance review.
Access granted.
So how does he get a script worm like that? Like, he has a physical pocket device that contains that in his inventory, implying that when he gets this out, he materializes a container to hold it on. Well, that's that. Let's move. I'm so used to Deus Ex. Like, there, everything is one button. Everything's like, you use the right mouse button. Which is weird. I assume it was back in the day when everyone was like, oh, the right mouse button. What a marvelous new invention that's going to revolutionize gaming. It did. It surely revolutionized gaming. The capacity to have another click button. Oh, I remember when scroll wheels were a thing, and then people started having, like, the horizontal wheel click. Oh, man. The inventions that the mouse, like, had, and they became commonplace is just magnificent.
So we are about to enter the first social boss fight with Zeke Sanders. And actually... So we are about to enter the first social boss fight with Zeke Sanders. And actually, the story here is that early on, we decided that, for some reasons that I can't remember very well, but we decided that you wouldn't be able to use the social augmentation against this guy. And that as we were fleshing out the upgrade system, we were mapping out not mapping out, but establishing the pacing at which rhythm you would get the praxis kits or the praxis points. And that's why at the beginning of the game, I'm not fully happy with how many praxis kits that you get as you move forward.
Well, if I remember correctly, this was the third social boss fight that we wrote, and at the time that we wrote it, we didn't even have the concept of praxis kits. You had to go to the limb clinic to get operated on, and so when we did
controlling
we knew that you wouldn't get augmented before that, and you'd have no chance to have the social log. So I think that's why we decided not to have it initially in this conversation, because we knew you wouldn't have had a chance to get it yet. And later we came in with the idea of the praxis kits, and at that point it became this issue of, oh wait, we have to make sure we don't give you 2 because you might have it and we don't support it.
And what happened is that, like I was just saying, what happened is that after that, at the beginning of the game, the pacing to get augmentations is too slow. And it's something that we're aware of and we're not happy with it. But because of those decisions and with what you explained, we were forced to keep it this way. So.
Huh. You see, if you're like, this is why, I'm like, fine, that's something I can understand. Oh wow, look, these are all the emails we picked up. Here's another thing, I want to see what that social thing is about. Okay, so that's like the talkie-talkie thing. Okay, important to know. This is also an upgrade in the original game, and it's getting neat that they put that in like that. It's like, ooh, you have to know things. I still like that explosives is the thing. Blast through weakened walls. That is actually pretty easy to use. That is extreme. The Icarus. These are all so cool.
So here, one of the interesting cutscenes where actually I remember us debating about the fact that everybody in this world were thin. There was no fat people and everything. And since with our skeleton and etc. for all the NPCs in the world, we knew that we couldn't address that thing, and we said, well, at least there might be an opportunity to put some, in some instances, like in cutscenes, to cover the fact that it's not everybody in the world that is thin, right?
Yeah, and we really wanted Josie to be the manager of this, to be slightly heavier than everyone else in the game.
And it was this argument about it would be tough to animate and stuff like that, that it's not going to look good. And
that was nonsense.
Yeah, but it was a tough one. But finally we managed to make her slightly more heavy than other characters.
Yeah, and I remember that there were certain people on the team who really were against it, and they were just saying it'll look weird visually, and having a really thin terrorist with this heavy woman just won't work, and I never quite understood the heart of those things. But in the end, it works out really well. And it makes for a really good hostage situation, which is definitely improved.
Yeah, for me, I was loving this. This was one of my favorite scenes because I said, from sound point, there was so much to play with because you got the riot, the terrorist attack that's sort of happening outside, but you got the riot police coming in to handle it. You got cops coming in. You've got a hostage situation, so I mean the tension levels on.
Except
10,
if you have developer commentary.
The one thing that was funny when the scene first came to me is we had almost nothing of Josie crying and whimpering, and I thought for a situation like this, the hostage should definitely be like sobbing and whimpering through the whole thing. So we started by adding that, which brought a lot of life to her character during the scene. Like even when there's nothing going on, you can hear her kind of whimpering and sobbing. And I remember, I think we worked a week just getting the timing for the sound. There's a point where a helicopter beam comes right through the room, and I wanted the sound of the helicopter to come with it, to come really close, so it sounded like, they're just, patrolling around and waiting for this guy. That took like almost a week, and again, like JF always says, it's funny how what seems to be the simplest thing can cause so much headaches and be so complicated. Like, you're like, we're just sinking a damn light with a sound, but it took forever. But once all the elements came in, this was one of my favorite scenes.
I want to do the scene!
I love the actor who played Zeke. I thought he was so good. And his performance, along with Jensen's performance, all the sound, the outside stimuli, her sobbing, it just brought the whole thing together.
God damn it.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser. I told you. Stand down or this bitch is dead.
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right. I'm a decorated vet. And I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady's my only ticket out of here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Are you stupid? I don't work with dogs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
Oh, man.
You're doing better than you think. You're still standing, and that's more than the hacker was expecting. You said you're a vet, so I know you've got the balls to handle this. You don't need the civilian to get you out of here.
You got a good point there. But still, there's no way I could put my trust in you. You're on the same side as the cops. They got me completely surrounded and there's nothing I can do. I'm all alone in here.
God damn it, man. Ah. Give me a moment. Let's try this.
The only thing the cops are focused on right now is the safety of the civilians. Same as you. You've risked your life to do what's best for other people. You're not some drive-by banger.
You're right. I'm not. You know what? We're done talking. The puta who tricked my brother thought he had us beat, but we are so much tougher than he counted on. I'm gonna go find him and anybody else who helped him. And when I do, they're gonna see the Angel of Vengeance in action, baby.
I love how you can just see them setting up for the rotating animation. I think it's this one, like...
Listen, the hacker's plan was for you to die. He knew there would be civilians here tonight. He thought of everything. He used your brother because he knew you would trust him. That's how well he knows you. He expected you to take a hostage, just like he knew the cops would kill you for it.
You're right. Damn! You know, he even asked me once about hostages. I told him I would if I had to. I thought I had to here, but I can't afford to, can I? Go on, get out of here. You're free to go. I did what you wanted, so let me go. I got played here too, I say.
I've got as much interest in finding out who's really behind this as you do, Cabron.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll owe you one. But I promise you this, someone's gonna pay.
Just use the door handle! You didn't know if that door was open?
Any sign of him? Adam! Adam, what's...
What did I get? Yeah! Sweet.
What's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is gone, boss. But I'm pretty sure he's just a dupe. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Farida on it.
Copy. Jensen out.
God damn it.
Without the weapon, sir.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but what about...
Don't worry, there's...
Oh, thank God. When those men...
Yeah, I expect Pritchard's doing the same thing right now.
Thank you, mister.
You're an all-American hero! But am I American? I didn't ask for this.
So this particular computer here is one of the important ones in light of the fact that it is the first computer in the game where you can actually find our first Nigerian email scam. We had a lot of fun with the emails, trying to make it feel like it's a real part of the world and like the world we know. And so you can actually find on every map one Nigerian email somewhere in the map. And in the Hangshaw map, there's actually a computer that you can find where you find the person who originated the Nigerian email scam, and his computer lists every single computer in the game that has it. So we were actually debating whether we would make it an achievement to find him, but in the end we kind of cut that one off of the list.
Hydra. What the hell? What are these passwords? Holy shit! So, what? Oh, that's what they're doing. They're like, hey, we need to put money somewhere. Would you like to accept some money? So I got a praxis point, I think. Yeah, for doing stuff. What to get, though? I think getting the skin might be useful, but the hacking is too good. Okay, yeah. It's so weird. Like, the first one is immediately that. What should I do? I guess I'll go for more capture. That should get me going for a while. I mean, I got so much experience, there's probably some more incoming anyway.
Way to secure the terrorist leader, Jensen. Give it everything you got. The bastard's free to spread his lies and cause more trouble. Sorry, Mr. Thorpe. The target is on lockdown. I can't let anyone in.
But my wife, she's still in there. My wife, is she all right?
She's fine. A little shaken up.
I don't know what to say. You're a true hero, man.
There's no need for that.
Don't be modest. I didn't recognize you before, but I know who you are, Mr. Jensen. And I know you weren't supposed to be back at work.
I didn't ask for this. I don't want a complimentary cake, goddammit! I didn't ask for this. Jensen, you keep saying you didn't ask for things. And that's just how the world works. Some things are automated. Some things don't require your compliance. Like this birthday cake! Happy birthday. He's just really grumpy about it. This is the only way people know me. It's the only way I can communicate with the world around me.
Well, so that's the end of the mission. Well, so that's the end of the mission in manufacturing plant, and maybe a lot of players didn't know that, but actually you can go back into the plant now that the mission is over. The police officers just took over the plant.
Yes, they won the battle.
Yeah, they won the
bridge.
battle, and if you go back, you can go back until the beginning of the map and meet a lot of police officers along the way. You even have one police officer that is taking picture of the hacker that killed himself in front of you, and you can talk to all of them, and they have their barks and everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it is, and most people don't realize they can do that.
And to me, it was really important because it was like it's a game where you can go where you want, whenever you want, and we should maintain the logic of the story regardless of what you do. And I remember that what I wanted was giving a lot of headaches to the level designers, but also to the writers as well, because they had to write more about these things. So in a couple of places in the game we didn't do it, and with the storytelling of what was happening, we were kind of sort of justifying that there's no way back. But as much as possible, it was a rule of thumb, like, okay, we're at the end of the map, we need to support going back at the beginning. But this is the one that we did it the best.
And I remember the level designers kept trying to come back to you with, well, can we cut them off at the elevator?
No.
Maybe we can cut them off here.
No.
But what if we stop them here?
No.
but we could put like a barricade from the police.
No.
And that... Thanks
was
to
it.
JF, you can go back and find all those goodies.
Again, like, is it important or not? For me, was more the attention to the detail and trying to keep the credibility of the place and stuff. So,
if people want me to, I will go back and get every bit of commentary I missed. This is an offer that extends for a little while because I'm that too far in. I'll go a little bit. Like, I'm not going to go all the way to this point, all that. No, I'm just going to go mostly through some beginning areas and all to the plane, maybe a little bit past that. Oh, you can. Wow, this is pretty cool. And I'll go through all the commentary that I missed, technically. And if that's what you want, that's what you get. That's how easy the system works. Other than that... I like how I got to shoot 2 guys before they were... They took... Yeah, I can imagine that if that happens, you're like, what the fuck just happened, man?
The target is on lockdown. I can't let anyone in. Whatever I've done, I apologize.
I'm not gonna go back, though. This is not my spiel.
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen. And not just...
It's what they pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people. You...
Megan?
Before you were hired. She said the papers were lying.
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is mine.
She just flies. She lands the thing on the road, and she just starts steering on the road with a fucking plane. Oh, that'd be awesome. It'd be so dumb. Oh man. Oh, I'm dying here. I can't make this. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm just lying on the floor and I'm just falling over like a crazy person. Incoming commentary. Incoming commentary. RSS feed active. Oh, I had to press the button? Fuck! Fuck! I want to push the button!
You made a... Before...
Yeah.
You're...
She just sees the throttles it, and Jensen's like, God damn it. I didn't ask for this! And she's like, hang. And she just does it to just to fuck with him. And he's like, God damn it! I might do this on the original version and just go with a combat run. That'd be awesome. I pressed F. I pressed the F button. Oh, maybe it's like... Oh, goddamn, I'm such a fool. I'm such a beautiful girl. You did a great job, Jensen, but you didn't get me pictures of Spider-Man!
Wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like, you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
I'm gonna find them.
I believe you. And just so you know...
I appreciate that.
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right? See you later.
Roger that.
If you were going to be like, don't skip... Listen. There are solar panels on the helipad. I have more important things to do. That is what I think about it, is that I'm going to make a disjointed comment about it. God damn it, Jensen! Jensen! Wow. That is a secure fucking ass door. God damn it, Jensen. I didn't ask for this, Jensen. I wanted pictures of Spider-Man, Jensen! I can't. I just can't. Anytime someone with a J comes up, it's like I have to do the Spider-Man joke because it's just such a joke. It's such a dumb joke that someone would put all their attention on that, and that he has 3 fucking J's in his name.
Jensen, you back to handling security around here? Because somebody's stealing supplies again.
Can you believe those fanatics?
So here's the VTOL, or the VTOL, Adam's chopper, or Farida's chopper. This is definitely one of the pieces of hardware that I really, really prefer in the game. I mean, one of my favorite ones. I think it's a perfect mix of really, really almost hardcore sci-fi design, yet with a lot of credibility to it, where you can easily imagine this is where things would go, in 20 or 30 years from now. I just really love it. I've always wanted to make a little... model of it, kind of like a scratch build with buying.
It looks really good.
It looks really good. Just buying pieces of model kits from airplanes and stuff like that, and just like from the pieces actually build that. And it has a lot of character, and that's it. I really like it.
And speaking of character, since the VTOL is also very much associated with Farida Malik, Farida was actually a character who was not originally thought to be a very important character in the game. I think it took a long time before we actually gave her a name. In fact, at first we were calling her Farina, but then everyone here was saying, Mary, that means wheat in French.
Flour.
And it's flour in French. It can't be that and everything. So,
Yeah.
but she really wasn't intended to be this big character at all in the game. And then as we continued developing the game and writing the scripts and starting to add more player choice into dialogues, she ended up becoming, and it makes sense when you think about it because she's one of your constant companions. So she ended up coming within the development process itself, developing into a very, very big character. And I think our original backstory for her was she was supposed to be of Muslim descent, and we originally wanted to have her use Arabic language and swear words and everything.
We tried it.
But then when we ended up casting the actress as 100% American.
Well, because here's the thing, what I remember is, and you had a strong affection for the character because it was based on a character in Battlestar Galactica. I think that, you were saying as a reference.
A little bit.
It was
like
Starbucks.
As a reference.
Yeah, as a reference, yeah.
So we had that, but then she's got to be Arabic. So we had found the actress and we loved what she brought, and she had that sort of tough, kind of tomboyish sort of way about her, and we really loved everything about it. But every time we would have dialogue where she'd have to swear in Arabic to kind of give her that, where she comes from, it just always sounded really forced. It just never worked. Like she would nail the pronunciation, but it's just, it's not natural.
We pretty much figured the first time that she did it, that was like, okay, we're dropping all that right now, so we're just going with the American.
Yeah, Mary quickly adapted it. We kept the character. We kept her origins. We just removed the swearing from the Arabic language and kept her.
God damn it!
And it worked well.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, the thing on her face above her lip, actually in the game it looks like a beauty mark, but it's supposed to be a monaural piercing, and it just didn't really come out all that well.
Jesus Christ!
So everybody, there's a lot of fan art about Farida, and they put a beauty mark, but it's supposed to be a little piercing, really.
Now you know the truth.
Now you know the truth.
Piercing.
Say that again?
I always thought it was a piercing.
Cool, so we were too, thinking it was a piercing.
No, developer commentary is fine, just why so big?
Talks all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it.
God damn it.
So by now, depending on how much time you spend in the Serif offices, David Serif contact you a couple of times to tell you to go to the manufacturing plant.
Adam!
Yeah, exactly. And that thing, he was in the game for a while, with the dialogue, depending on how much time you were spending there or not. It was popping several times with different kind of variation in the conversation. Things are going to go much worse and everything. And I was reviewing the build in November 1992, in November 2010, and we were almost beta and everything. And I realized, oh my God, it's just smoke and mirror, and we don't carry it through. There's no real consequences.
Exactly.
And it's a game about that, and I was, oh my God.
I think that's one of the best things in the game, really.
Yeah, we're missing the point.
Yeah.
And the next morning, I come back in the office, and I go to David and Fussy, our producer, and say, man, we did a huge mistake, and now we're going in our first instance with the journalists, and we're totally fucked. Basically, we need to have a real consequence to that thing, and said we need to re-record lines with.
And we basically need to kill the hostages.
We
if
need
you don't
to kill
get
the
there
hostages,
in time.
exactly. We need to re-record lines, new lines for police officers, for David Sarifs, for Adam Jensen, for all those beautiful people. And he approved it, and I was so happy because and then it was the quest for.
Yeah, and what was crazy about it was, first of all, we were so close to almost having to ship the game that we'd released a lot of our actors. We'd already done all the recording, and Serif himself. So we had to go through and we had to kind of indicate which actors would have to be brought back, how many lines they'd have, and then we had to find Steve Shellen.
Yeah, we found him somewhere on the. Somewhere on a beach in Morocco doing something.
He was on vacation.
He was on vacation.
Yeah, he was.
He'd been wrapped.
Yeah, well, he was done. And I mean, anybody who knows Steve Shellen, very talented actor, but very much a free spirit.
How long it took you to get to him?
To trace him back? It wasn't that bad, actually, because I think he did leave information with his agent saying if anybody needs me. And so it was actually quite surprising.
I'm just... Oh, fucking hell, man! I understand there's interesting stories, but gosh! Gee Willikers, Batman! Wow, I missed on a lot of shit. Because I've got like a thing open. It's like, oh, you have like lots of it now. I guess I got seen a couple of times, so I missed out on some experience. Seraph building, second visit. Fucking hell, man.
Really
I
quick.
can't do this.
But then it was just the logistics of like, okay, I got to find a studio in Morocco that this guy can go to, and you know, I have no way of specking out what their facility's like, what's it going to sound like. But somehow, you know, through the magic of technology and that, we had our voice director here, we had Mary here, and we hooked up via Source Connect, which is a software that allows you to link up in real time and listen in the studio session. So we were able to do it that way. And I guess he showed up in Bermuda shorts with coconuts in hand, and he did it, and we got through it.
Yeah, and it was just a few days before the deadline, and Steve came to me, he's like, well, hopefully it's going to work, and the sound,
quality,
the quality is going to be there. Otherwise, we might not be able to use it, and we were super stressed. But it was a fun. Right.
Yeah, and it worked out because that's the first thing everyone comments when they started playing the game was, "Oh my God, I the hostages are dead already.
Yeah.
I didn't know that would happen."
Yeah, it's one of the few games that really tell you something. And
it teaches you early on that there's going to be consequences to how you play.
And that really encapsulates what a Deus Ex game is all about. It's this thing that you don't even know that is really happening or whatever, depending on what you do. And some people would arrive there and see them dead, and they didn't pay attention to what David was saying, and they wouldn't know why. And that's what it's all about, really.
And it almost didn't happen.
Fucking hell! Oh, let's hope that thing at the entrance. I guess no one here can be made hostile. I want to go to the front and try something.
This whole thing just brings back bad memories. I love working here, but it's hard knowing that at any second...
God, I can't talk about it. What if another bunch of radicals burst through the door like right now and start shooting?
No! No! Ah, there's a thing about the glasses that I wanted to get, but I guess I'll do that if someone is like, hey, you want to do a commentary? I'm like, fine. I'll do that.
All they do is watch Picus and listen to the one-sided pundits talk about us like we're monsters.
Dory, your family has a right to their opinion, but they don't have the right to ostracize you for yours.
They think I'm some kind of evil farmer. They say I'm harvesting fake body parts and allowing the butchers of the human race to carry out their plans.
Man, she's taking it harsh.
Good work securing the plant, Jensen. Those augmentations must have come in handy.
They do. They do. I'm impressed by how many people are just in this place, just kind of hanging out. Hanging out. Burr, 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 burr. Commentary.
So as you walk around Seraph HQ, you'll see on all the doors, or near all the offices, are the names of the employees. We kind of did this all at once, very quickly. One of the level designers said, well, we need to name these people, and we had no idea. So I assigned it to one of the writers, Mark, and he had the great idea that since this is a scientific research and a thing in the Renaissance style, why don't we make up names? Why don't we take names of scientists and Renaissance thinkers from the past and painters and kind of mix them up? So a lot of the people in here, with the exception of Will Rossellini, are actually these references to
God damn it, they take up space!
Thinkers and painters and
Who
artists.
did this? Who authorized this bullshit? Why would you... Ah, there's so many interface things clipping with each other. There's the fact that the little, oh, you got some experience, shows up over information on the screen. It's so annoying. It's... Why would you do it like that? You have an entire screen. Do it at the top, do it at the side. I understand that conversations from the commentary are supposed to be over there, but god damn it, man. Just put a little more thought into it.
Access granted.
I'm a gray hat now. Look at that. It's so annoying. Maybe it's like meant for like the full HD screen because it is like a remake of the thing. And it's like, oh, a remake should always have like the thing and the thing. I'm like, come on, man. They really fleshed this place out with a bunch of stuff in it. This is going to be such a long-ass episode, and I'm fine with that. This happens. Man, I'm so glad that I managed to catch those people just in time. I love making that joke, because it's such a dumb little joke. See what the hack's like.
Imagine if Pike has found out our own government requested it.
Right. Well, lucky for us, Jensen was there to recover it.
Why is it doing that? I want you to fucking... Why did it do that? I just wanted to click the thing! Oh, fuck me! I wasted a whole bunch of resources because the mode system doesn't work. God damn it. Oh my god!
Access granted.
I wish you would just tell me about, like, access codes I picked up, you know? Oh, wow, actually, there's all these things up here. Good.
So here in Adam's office, you can see his computer. You can find email.
I want to just have a drink, 'cause, boy...
emails on it, and as you can find emails all over the company of Seraph. But in particular here, we start off a quest for Jensen to investigate these neuropazine thefts that are going on. And this was actually a mini quest that was kind of proposed by a level designer, the level designer who created this level, and he came to us and said he really wanted to have this really cool thing where you could kind of break into offices and find the codes to other people's offices, and it would be this whole mystery of kind of solving this, wrapping it up to the side quest of who's stealing the neuropazine. But his real intention was really just to give players a reason to get inside offices and steal things and find good codes for it. So he never really thought through the actual quest itself, and neither did really me or anyone else. And so when we actually sat down to start writing these emails, we just kind of had this thing as I'm going forward and I'm trying to build this whole mystery through this whole quest, and eventually as I'm getting to the end I'm realizing there's no payoff.
Yeah, there's nothing.
And there's nothing because we can't pay it off because that's part of the side quest that comes later.
Yeah.
And we were doing it so late in the production process that we just kind of had no chance.
It was a bummer because a lot of players came to us after that because they were really into that quest and everything, and they were asking us like, how does it end? Like, where's the conclusion? And we're like,
the conclusion is when you steal from your office, it leads nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah. There's the moral.
There's the moral. I steal
crime
pixels and polygons all
Or
the
it
time.
does.
I don't know what to do with them. I have no idea. I stack them up.
Stealing's bad, okay?
Yeah.
I find it interesting that Adam Jensen is just allowed to do this.
So once again, we're back in offices with emails on computers. That was, for me, one of the biggest triumphs and biggest tragedies of the game, I think. Basically, there's so many emails in this game. And,
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it was really about trying to bring the flavor and the life and hiding things. But in terms of the actual creation of them, everybody kind of kept pushing the writing of the emails off to the end of the game because it's very, very easy to implement text, was the philosophy.
But at the same time, like, as we were building the levels, at first for the level designers, it was hard to know exactly how many computers they would have and stuff.
Yeah, and so no one actually really sat down and kind of thought about the emails or how they should be done, and we just were figuring, oh, it'll be a simple thing to do. But by the time we actually got to the writing of them, we only had like a week or two left on our writing schedule, and I'd already lost most of my writers, and it was like, okay, time to come in. And so I came in on a Saturday and started with Seraph HQ, and I basically worked 20 hours over the weekend, 10 hours straight on Saturday, 10 hours straight on Sunday, no lunch, nothing, to try and do this. And I didn't even finish Seraph HQ. And I remember saying, oh my goodness, I have to go in tomorrow and go to JF and go to David, the producer, and say, we're never going to be able to do this. Because one of the things we hadn't actually realized was that, you know, the level designers had told us at this point certain computers and given ideas, but everybody was thinking about it from the standpoint that when it's your computer, so you're reading a mail that I wrote on my computer to someone else. And it wasn't until I actually sat down and started working on it that I was like, wait a minute, it's my computer, but I'm not reading the emails I write. I'm reading the emails people write to me. So suddenly I have to
read my
create...
emails all the time.
So suddenly I have to create not just one character who's
It's so
receiving
well-written.
the mail. I have to create all, if every email has every computer has 3 emails on it, I have to basically come up with 3 other people who wrote those emails and address them to me. And it suddenly became wrapping your head around it. You were like, oh my goodness.
It became much more complicated than it sounded, because even me at first, I was telling you, Mary, like, it won't be a big thing, like, it won't be tough and everything, but yeah,
and I made it harder on myself because I was the one who insisted there had to be at least 3 on every computer. Yeah. Whereas I think in the original Deus Ex there was maybe 1 on a computer at times. But
there were more than once.
But it was a really great challenge, and in the end we pulled it off. And I remember everybody reading the reviews and talking to reporters and everybody talking about the emails and how much they loved them. So that's why it was my worst and yet my best moment.
I can't. There's so much text everywhere. Surrounding me. I'm just like sitting here and I'm like, whoa. Why is there a little thingamajig? Is there a dedicated grenade button or something? I assume there is then. What a fucking moron! God damn it, there's so many doors to check. I think we're almost done though. A beer. Let's have another beer. It's just me, Jensen, just completely whack. Whoa. I didn't ask for this. I just had one too many drinks. Oh, Jensen, you coot. You whack job. Silly old bean. He's a Beanie Baby, you know. He's an officially licensed Beanie Baby product. If you have problems with the fact that I basically save scum my way through things, there's an amount I care, and that amount is less than 0. Oh, they didn't catch on this early. That's pretty interesting. Oh, yeah!
Access granted.
That was awesome. Oh, sweet, I got another upgrade. Let's buy something. Should I buy that? Should I go for this? Or should I go for some inventory space? How about I go for that first cloak? Oh, it takes 2. Oh. How about we get that social thing? Which was the social one? It's another 2. Wow.
Finally, someone who can get things done. Welcome back, Adam.
Thanks for breaking into my office, Adam. I sure appreciate the fact that someone's breaking my privacy! What the hell's your...
So here we're in front of one of
Dear
Sarah's
God.
Employees, and he's called Will Rossellini. And actually, it was our consultant on augmentation in the game. And what is really cool about this, how it came to be, is that one day we were working and we received an official letter by this guy presenting himself and everything in the field he was working in and everything. And he said that it could be really an asset to us to work with the augmentations and
because
stuff.
he was a huge fan of Deus Ex, and
Exactly.
he really wanted to make sure that the level of scientific knowledge was accurate and into it to make that fiction feel even more real.
Exactly. So we contacted him, and therefore we started this collaboration, and now he was more into your turf.
And he really helped me a lot because we would have just been doing research ourselves, but you're never really sure what's right. But having an expert in the field who can actually kind of help guide us and correct things and help with a lot of the technical jargon that we were working with was really good. And then I remember kind of thinking as we were coming up with Seraph's offices and the employees and needing names for people, I was like, we should see if Will wants his name on one of those doors. So I sent him an email and I said, hey, would it be okay if we gave you an office? And he was like, oh my God, that would be so cool.
Because it's a biotech company, you know, so like that's what he does.
Exactly. So. And then it actually worked out that he was involved in some of the mystery of the theft. And I said, we're actually probably going to accuse you at one point and make you a suspect at one point. Is that okay? And he's like, oh my God, that it would be so amazing. So it worked out really well for us, I think.
He's a very interesting guy. Didn't he used to play baseball or something?
Yeah, he was in the MLB at some point.
MLB?
With Arizona, I think. Can't remember exactly.
What is that? I'm not really familiar with baseball. Was that like the league right before the big league or something?
No, it's the big league.
Major
League.
MLB, Major League.
Major League. Yeah.
Like he was in the real thing.
You know, like with a ball and a baseball bat.
Yeah,
that's
like Seraph has
the thing that like lasts
Yeah.
forever and nothing happens.
No, that's soccer.
Oh, that's.
Next time, people. Until then, I'm going to save, and I'm going to take a nice, long break. Maybe we'll do the commentary run later, but boy, commentary is exhausting. Look at this guy. He thinks he's all that shit. You think you're hot stuff? I'm head of security. I'm going to shoot you with my beer can.